Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Kind and considerate regard for others. He showed no consideration for her feelings. A fee charged in advance to retain the services of someone. A considerate and thoughtful act. Information that should be kept in mind when making a decision. Another consideration is the time it would take. A discussion of a topic, as in a meeting. Consideration of the traffic problem took more than an hour. The process of giving careful thought to something. Kind and considerate regard for others. Kind and considerate regard for others. A considerate and thoughtful act. A calm, lengthy, intent consideration. The trait of thinking carefully before acting. A person working in the service of another, especially in the household. A fee charged in advance to retain the services of someone. A dental appliance that holds teeth, or a prosthesis, in position after orthodontic treatment. Information that should be kept in mind when making a decision. The set of facts or circumstances that surround a situation or event. A condition that accompanies or influences some event or activity. Formal ceremony about important occasions. Pomp and circumstance. The procedure that is varied in order to estimate a variable's effect by comparison with a control condition. Develop a child's or animal's behavior by instruction and practice, especially to teach self-control. Specify as a condition or requirement in a contract or agreement. Make an express demand or provision in an agreement. The state of good health, especially in the phrases in condition, or in shape, or out of condition, or out of shape. A state at a particular time. A condition, or state, of disrepair. Usually plural, a statement of what is required as part of an agreement. The contract set out the conditions of the lease. An assumption on which rests the validity or effect of something else. Information that should be kept in mind when making a decision. A mode of being or form of existence of a person or thing. The human condition. An illness, disease, or other medical problem. A heart condition. Apply conditioner to in order to make smooth and shiny. I condition my hair after washing it. Establish a conditioned response. Put into a better state. He conditions old cars. Tendency to be kind and forgiving. A kind act. The quality of being warm-hearted and considerate and humane and sympathetic. Give a tip or gratuity to in return for a service, beyond the compensation agreed on. Fee the steward. A fixed charge for a privilege or for professional services. An interest in land capable of being inherited. A kind act. The quality of being kind and gentle. A message received and understood. Communication theory. A numerical measure of the uncertainty of an outcome. The signal contained thousands of bits of information. A collection of facts from which conclusions may be drawn. Formal accusation of a crime. Knowledge acquired through study or experience or instruction. Talk at length and formally about a topic. Carry on a conversation. An address of a religious nature, usually delivered during a church service. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. To consider or examine in speech or writing. Extended verbal expression in speech or writing. An exchange of views on some topic. We had a good discussion. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. The book contains an excellent discussion of modal logic. The management of someone or something. The treatment of water sewage. An extended communication, often interactive, dealing with some particular topic. His treatment of the race question is badly biased. Care provided to improve a situation, especially medical procedures or applications that are intended to relieve illness or injury. A manner of dealing with something artistically. His treatment of space borrows from Italian architecture. Endowed with the capacity to reason. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. Thinking always made him frown. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. What are your thoughts on Haiti? The content of cognition, the main thing you are thinking about. The thought never entered my mind. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. She paused for thought. The organized beliefs of a period or group or individual. 19th century thought. Consideration in dealing with others and avoiding giving offense. Consideration in dealing with others and avoiding giving offense. Paying particular notice, as to children or helpless people. His attentiveness to her wishes. The trait of being considerate and thoughtful of others. The trait of being observant and paying attention. Something for something, that which a party receives, or is promised, in return for something he does or gives or promises. The basic unit of money in Great Britain and Northern Ireland, equal to 100 pence. A wad of something chewable is tobacco. Something for something, that which a party receives, or is promised, in return for something he does or gives or promises. Law. A circumstance that does not exonerate a person but which reduces the penalty associated with the offense. A statement in explanation of some action or belief. Something, such as a fact or circumstance, that shows an action to be reasonable or necessary. He considered misrule a justification for revolution. The act of defending or explaining or making excuses for by reasoning. The justification of barbarous means by holy ends. Thinking again about a choice previously made. A consideration of a topic, as in a meeting, with a view to changing an earlier decision. Careful consideration. A calm, lengthy, intent consideration. A long and thoughtful observation. Planning something carefully and intentionally. It was the deliberation of his act that was insulting. Careful consideration. A little deliberation would have deterred them. A rate demonstrating an absence of haste or hurry. The trait of thoughtfulness in action or decision. He was a man of judicial deliberation. Usually plural, discussion of all sides of a question. The deliberations of the jury. To travel for the purpose of discovery. A careful systematic search. A systematic consideration. He called for a careful exploration of the consequences.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.